Herdling is a clever little puzzle game that rewards patience and planning. At first, it seems simple, guiding your herd across varied terrains, but soon the game reveals a steady challenge that keeps you thinking 2 steps ahead. Each stage has a clear goal, yet there's freedom in how you approach it, which makes solving them feel satisfying instead of rigid. The pacing is calm, giving time to figure things out without frustration. Its charm lies in how easy it is to pick up while still offering depth that makes you want to return. Hardcore MECHA is a fast and exciting 2D action game that feels both tight and satisfying. The controls are sharp, letting every dash, shot, and melee strike land with weight. Its campaign has a surprising amount of variety, mixing cinematic moments with intense combat that never drags. Each mech has its own style, and experimenting with them keeps the action fresh. On top of that, the arcade mode and multiplayer extend the fun long after the story. It's a well-crafted game that rewards quick reflexes and makes every battle enjoyable.
Evolve and ascend to a new battlefield.
Fuga Melodies of Steel 3 continues the heartfelt journey with an impressive balance of strategy and storytelling. The turn-based tank battles remain tense and rewarding, with just enough depth to keep experimenting with different setups. What stands out most is how the characters grow, making each choice feel important and personal. The pacing is steady, with combat and story moments complementing each other nicely. It feels like the series has reached a confident stride here, offering both challenge and emotional weight in equal measure.
We need the world's greatest thief.
Carmen Sandiego on Switch feels like a fun mix of mystery and geography quiz wrapped in a light adventure. Each case pushes you to pay attention, think through clues, and connect bits of history and culture in a way that makes learning feel effortless. The presentation is colorful without being distracting, and the pacing keeps things moving so it never drags. It rewards curiosity and memory, which makes solving a case satisfying. It's the kind of game that quietly sharpens your knowledge while keeping you entertained at the same time.
We have the chance to take them down.
Whether you choose...
Operation Tango is a refreshing take on co-op gaming, built entirely around trust and communication. One player takes on the role of a field agent while the other handles hacking, and the way the 2 perspectives interact makes every mission feel unique. The puzzles are clever without being frustrating, and the humor sprinkled into the dialogue keeps things light. It really shines when both players lean into the teamwork, turning each mission into a series of fun problem-solving moments that feel rewarding to pull off together.
What do we do now? We stop talking and start smashing.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered fate. The Turtles confront the mysterious Foot Clan to free their father from the Foot Clan's clutches. The game's power-ups are randomized, the chamber designs change, and the boss difficulties vary. Players may take control of all 4 turtles, each with their own unique ability, and team up with pals for an epic co-op experience. The game immerses players in the fight, adapt and repeat cycle, allowing them to visit renowned New York City sites, improve their abilities, and face deadly adversaries.
Admit his own fears and yet continue to battle
the Tarascus and give chase to save their
Fuga Melodies of Steel 2 builds on its predecessor with deeper strategy, meaningful choices, and a heartfelt story that doesn't let go. The turn-based combat feels satisfying, with each character's role feeling important and unique. Emotional weight carries through every decision, especially when lives hang in the balance. Visually, the game carries a distinct art style that matches its somber tone. An emotionally rich tactical journey, filled with tension and consequence, that's hard to forget. Risk of Rain Returns is a superb reincarnation of the classic roguelike, including tighter gameplay, more content, and stunning pixel art updates. The fast-paced, growing challenge keeps each run exciting, while the large arsenal of equipment and diversified character pool allow for limitless replayability. Co-op gameplay is significantly smoother, making chaotic clashes with buddies immensely enjoyable. The soundtrack is evocative and fits wonderfully with the game's sense of urgency. With enhanced physics and clever quality of life enhancements, Dorfromantik is a calm and thoughtful puzzle game that feels like arranging a living painting. Each tile placed slowly builds a countryside of rivers, forests, and villages, and the way everything connects is both satisfying and relaxing. There is no rush, just the pleasure of shaping the land and watching it grow into something beautiful. The game rewards planning while still feeling easy to return to in short or long sessions. It's the kind of game that encourages slowing down, thinking carefully, and simply enjoying the process.
You ever murdered someone? What? Answer the question.
BROK the InvestiGator is a refreshing mix of point-and-click adventure and beat-em-up action that works surprisingly well. The story pulls you in with its emotional weight, mixing mystery, humor, and heartfelt moments. Choices actually matter, shaping how the narrative unfolds and encouraging multiple playthroughs. The combat is straightforward but satisfying, giving a nice break from the puzzle solving. Its hand-drawn art style feels warm and inviting, while the characters are written with real personality. It's a clever, engaging game that's easy to recommend.
You've saved me. You're my hero.
Rogue Star Rescue is a surprisingly addictive blend of fast-paced action and strategic gameplay. The pixel art style is charming and vibrant, perfectly matching the intense yet fun atmosphere. Controls feel tight and responsive, making each rescue mission thrilling. The variety of enemies and upgrades keeps the gameplay fresh, encouraging replayability. I especially enjoyed the balance between challenge and accessibility, which makes it enjoyable for both casual players and hardcore fans. Overall, it's a fantastic pick for anyone craving a fresh, engaging adventure with a retro flair. Terror of Hemasaurus is a throwback arcade-style adventure game. To rescue the Earth, players must destroy buildings, demolish skyscrapers, and eradicate mankind. The game includes stages such as firing automobiles into buildings, rescuing animals and pets, and destroying a skyscraper. Players can also work together with pals to spread fear and fulfill objectives over several levels. The game is packed with massive creatures, satisfying mayhem, and wildly hilarious deaths. RoboDunk is an absolute blast. Imagine NBA Jam with giant rocket-powered robots and you're halfway there. The gameplay is fast, chaotic, and incredibly fun, with explosive dunks and wild power-ups that keep every match unpredictable. The controls are tight, making it easy to jump in but hard to put down. The campaign adds a fun twist with upgrades and team building. The art style is bold and colorful, perfectly matching the game's over-the-top energy. Whether solo or with friends, RoboDunk delivers pure, high-octane sports mayhem. Demon's Tier Plus blends fast-paced twin-stick shooting with roguelike dungeon crawling in a way that's both challenging and rewarding. The pixel art style is charming, and the soundtrack enhances the retro feel perfectly. Unlocking new characters and diving deeper into each tier keeps gameplay fresh and addictive. Combat feels tight, and the risk-reward system encourages thoughtful progression. For those who enjoy action with a touch of strategy, this game strikes a satisfying balance that keeps each run exciting and worth revisiting. Son of a Witch is a delightful and chaotic roguelike that's simple to pick up yet difficult to put down. Its vibrant, cartoonish graphic style contrasts beautifully with the unexpectedly complex combat and item systems. Each run feels unique owing to randomized stages, plenty of unique weaponry, and a diverse cast of playable characters. Co-op mode is a fun with friends, featuring both amusing and dramatic moments. It's difficult without being punitive, and the growth seems fair. For fans of action roguelikes with a quirky twist, this hidden treasure is worth seeking out. Keeper's Toll is a roguelite adventure game set in a gloomy fantasy world with vintage graphics. Players must travel a harsh world, defeating powerful foes and overcoming distinct opponent kinds and bosses. The game contains 6 ascended heroes, each with their own mechanics and advancement routes. To battle powerful bosses and invaders, players must adopt a strategic attitude. Key characteristics include a hybrid of horde survival and ARPG aspects, deliberate skill-based gameplay, configurable character classes, and dramatic boss encounters. Skautfold Into the Fray builds a compelling world through bleak visuals, tactical combat, and satisfying progression. The gothic atmosphere and Lovecraftian lore deepen the sense of dread with each encounter. Combat rewards smart positioning and timing, pushing strategy over brute force. Weapon variety and character upgrades add depth without overwhelming. There's a raw intensity in its design that keeps the momentum engaging. A solid tactical RPG that knows exactly what it wants to be and leans into it with confidence. Shadows Over Loathing is a humorous and deliciously strange RPG that will have you smiling from beginning to end. Its hand-drawn stick figure visuals may appear simplistic, but the game is jam-packed with witty text, outrageous comedy, and unexpectedly complicated gameplay. The turn-based combat is entertaining and adaptable, allowing for unusual constructions and innovative problem-solving. Every place is full of weird personalities and absurd missions that make exploration enjoyable. If you enjoy odd comedy and brilliant storytelling, this will make you laugh aloud. Heidelberg's 1693 sets a brooding tone with its moody pixel art and oppressive atmosphere. The musket mechanic adds tension, demanding careful timing rather than button mashing. Enemies are ruthless, and the level design rewards methodical movement and awareness. Music drives the dread forward, echoing the eerie setting. With responsive controls and a refreshing historical twist on 2D action, this is a grim journey worth taking. Those who enjoy punishing side-scrollers will find a lot to appreciate here. Thank Goodness You're Here is a comic adventure set in the quirky town of Barnsworth, where a traveling salesman comes early for an important appointment with the mayor. The game has an eye-catching graphic style that blends side-scrolling combat with top-down exploration in a busy open environment. Players are exposed to a variety of sophisticated and perplexing odd occupations, like mowing the yard, making a pie, and traveling through the astral dimension. The game also includes distinctive animation and an original tale based on traditional Yorkshire mythology. Fuga Melodies of Steel tells a powerful tale of children uniting against overwhelming odds, piloting a massive tank in strategic turn-based battles. The combat is engaging, with meaningful choices that make each encounter feel weighty, while the management of resources between missions adds real tension. The emotional storytelling pairs with a striking art style that gives both warmth and weight to the journey. It's a memorable tactical RPG that balances heartfelt narrative with smart gameplay in a way that feels both unique and rewarding. Riddled Corpses EX is an 8-bit type and 16-bit type twin-stick shooter in the arcade style. Players must carefully select their characters, each with their own set of powers and special goods. The game has a fast-paced, engrossing gameplay with 60 frames per second frame rate. For added excitement, it includes a 2-player local cooperative option. With 6 characters, each with unique attributes and abilities, players may tailor their playstyle to their tastes. Players may compete on the internet leaderboard and enjoy high-quality chiptune music. Fly Punch Boom is an anime fighting game that takes your craziest anime battle dreams to the next level. Players may use their abilities to send companions flying with force. The game supports both local and online multiplayer, with up to 4 players locally and 2 online. Players may also immerse themselves in the arcade mode, discovering mysteries and honing their abilities as a lone player. The game includes powerful flying smashes, dramatic facial expressions, and mind-bending special techniques. Players can experience 40-stage fatalities, ranging from getting attacked by animals to breaking the globe in half. Shinorubi is an exciting shoot-'em-up game. It provides a furious arcade experience with many difficulty levels, distinct modes, and varied playerships. The game has spectacular HD visuals, 5 magnificent locales, 5 difficulty settings, 8 different ships with distinctive power, speed, and shot cover qualities, 12 arranged modes, and an exciting boss rush mode with 3 degrees of difficulty. Players must maneuver between rockets and bullets to attain their objectives, destroying everything in their route. Set off on an exciting worldwide journey with your trusted octopus buddy, using its special powers to gather the dispersed cogs. As you travel across various environments, interact with colorful characters, and solve complicated puzzles, explore perilous dungeons, and face powerful foes that hide inside. To obtain an advantage, leverage the power of diverse items and their unique characteristics. In this intriguing collectathon that pays homage to the renowned genre of 3D platformers, you may reclaim missing cogs, rebuild the majestic Great Elevator, and reveal thrilling new stages. Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened is a striking mix of detective work and cosmic horror, creating an atmosphere that feels both mysterious and unsettling. The investigative mechanics encourage careful observation, while the narrative steadily escalates with intrigue and tension. Voice acting and character interactions give the story real weight, making each discovery more engaging. The moody environments and puzzles provide just the right balance of challenge without slowing progress. It's a rewarding journey for anyone who enjoys solving mysteries with a dark twist. The Oregon Trail on Switch is a thoughtful reimagining of a classic journey, balancing nostalgia with fresh updates. The survival elements remain engaging, with choices around resources, health, and pace adding weight to each decision. The updated visuals and music create a warm atmosphere, while new characters and storylines provide variety across playthroughs. Educational touches mix seamlessly with the adventure, making the trek both entertaining and meaningful. It feels like a timeless adventure reborn for modern players. The Smurfs 2, The Prisoner of the Green Stone delivers a charming adventure packed with colorful visuals and smooth platforming. The game blends light puzzle solving with satisfying combat, all wrapped in a whimsical world that stays true to the beloved franchise. Every level feels thoughtfully designed, encouraging exploration and rewarding curiosity. The voice, work, and music add a delightful touch, creating a fun atmosphere perfect for both younger players and longtime fans. An enchanting journey that's hard to put down. Evil Tonight is a survival horror game with a focus on realistic exploration. To uncover Evil Tonight's mystery, players must participate in fight, endure, explore, and solve riddles. In an abandoned performing arts school, players must find things, reveal hidden passages, solve complex riddles, manage limited ammo, and confront nefarious entities. Evil Tonight distinguishes out with great audio-visual components, pixel art visuals, distinct color palettes, handcrafted lighting effects, and an original soundtrack. OmegaBot is a solid side-scrolling action platformer with satisfying combat and a striking retro-futuristic art style. Each level feels thoughtfully designed, with challenging enemy patterns and responsive controls. The boss fights push skill and timing without feeling unfair, and the pixel visuals pair well with the synth-heavy soundtrack. It's clear care went into creating a world that rewards exploration and precision. A strong choice for anyone into 2D action with a sci-fi twist and engaging challenge. The Forbidden Arts is a fantasy action adventure that feels both charming and challenging. You play as Phoenix, a young hero discovering his ability to control fire, and the journey balances platforming, combat, and light exploration in a way that keeps things moving at a good pace. The variety of environments gives the world a nice sense of scale, while the mix of side quests and secrets add incentive to look around. The controls are straightforward and the difficulty ramps up steadily, making progress feel rewarding without being overwhelming. Onirike is a surreal and charming puzzle platformer that draws you into a dreamlike world filled with mystery and whimsy. The claymation-inspired visuals are both haunting and beautiful, perfectly complementing the game's eerie yet captivating atmosphere. The story, centered around a boy who slowly disappears without dreams, is deeply emotional and surprisingly thought-provoking. Its gameplay blends stealth, exploration, and light puzzles in a unique rhythm that rewards curiosity. It's a quiet, imaginative experience that lingers in your mind long after you stop playing.
Looks like everyone went insane.
Syndrome delivers a chilling sci-fi horror experience that genuinely keeps you on edge. The atmosphere is thick with tension, thanks to excellent sound design and dim, claustrophobic environments. Exploring the derelict spaceship feels unsettling in the best way, with danger lurking around every corner. The story unfolds gradually, rewarding curious players with creepy lore and unexpected twists. Resource management adds a layer of strategy, making every encounter feel meaningful. If you're into slow-burning horror with a classic survival vibe, Syndrome is well worth diving into.
Then, the killing started.
Arco is a tactical action game in which players control 4 heroes on a journey for vengeance against the Red Company gang. The game has a unique, simultaneous turn-based combat system which allows players to tactically prepare their next move. As they progress, players can gain access to transformational abilities, attract allies, and accumulate resources. Each adventure is seen through the viewpoint of a new character who possesses unique powers. The story is full with danger and action told from different perspectives. The game comes to life with gorgeous pixel art and an engaging soundtrack. Down in Bermuda is an adventure game in which pilot Milton becomes stranded in a time loop within the Bermuda Triangle. To help Milton escape, players must solve riddles, collect charmed orbs, and travel strange islands. Strange animals, ancient ruins, and mystical items are among the game's highlights, which also include lush woods, sandy beaches, and caverns. Players must utilize their intelligence and problem-solving abilities to overcome hurdles and gain access to new locations.